A box contains 5 light globes, 2 of which are faulty. 2 globes are selected one at a time without replacement. Now, A, find the probability that both globes are faulty. Now, 2 are faulty out of the 5, so 2 out of 5 are faulty globes. Now, we know that there's no replacement here. So when I've picked one, I'm just going to keep it and I'm not going to replace it back. So there's one less globe to choose from in the remaining pile. If both are faulty, I'll have 2 out of 5 for the first pick. Now for the second one, I know there's only one faulty globe left, so it's going to subtract 2. Okay, I subtract 1 from 2 to get 1. And then out of the 5, I have one less globe to choose from, so I have 4. So I'm simply subtracting 1 from both top and bottom. And simplify to get 1 on 10. Okay? B, find the probability that neither globe is faulty. So I want both of the globes that I pick to not be faulty. Now, 3 of the globes are not faulty. So 5 minus 2 is 3, isn't it? So 3 out of 5 is not faulty. So it's going to be 3 out of 5 times, 1 less on top and bottom, having 2 out of 4. Okay, so there's only 2 non-faulty globes left after I've picked one, so there's 2 on top, and out of 5 I only have 4 left to choose from, so it's out of 4. Okay, and multiply it, you should get 3 on 10. So do you get the idea? So usually we just subtract 1 from both numerator and denominator. That's the idea. C, find the probability that the first globe is faulty and the second one is not. So I want the first globe to be faulty and the second one to be not faulty. So I know that there's 2 out of 5 for faulty globes and 3 out of 5 for non-faulty globes. But I've picked 1 from the first pick, which is 2 on 5. This one, the second one, they're asking you to find the non-faulty one. So make sure it's 3 out of 1 less than 5, which is 4. So there's 2 out of 5 probability for the faulty globes, so it's 2 out of 5. And the non-faulty globes are 3 out of 5, but because I've picked one, I only have 4 left to choose from, so it's 3 out of 4. Okay, and then simplify that, you should get 3 on 10. D, find the probability that the second globe is faulty and the first one is not. So I want the second one to be faulty and the first one to be not faulty. So it's pretty much the same thing, but the order is different. So there's 3 out of 5 globes that are not faulty. So I want to start off with 3 out of 5 because that's the non-faulty globe. And the faulty globes, there's 2 out of 5, but because I've picked one already from my first pick, I'll only have 4 left to choose from. So it's 2 out of the 4. Okay, just simplified, also 2, 3 on 10. There are 12 houses in a street and there is someone home at 7 of them. Okay, so 7 out of 12, there will always be someone. Okay, that's the probability of having someone inside a house. Find the probability that if 3 houses are visited at random, they are all empty. 7 out of 12 is the probability that there's someone in the house, and therefore the remaining 5 out of 12 will be the probability that they are all empty, which means it's going to be 5 out of 12 times 1 less, because we want all 3 to be empty. It's going to be that if I pick 5 out of the 12, which is 1 empty house, because I'll only have 4 left empty houses, it will be 4 out of the 11 to choose from. So after I've picked 1 empty house, I want to know whether the next house is going to be empty or not. So there's going to be 11 houses left to choose from, and there's 4 empty houses left. And then I've picked already 2, so there's 3 empty houses left out of the 10. So I'm subtracting from the numerator and denominator for the next 2 as well. And then you calculate that to get 1 over 22. So that's the answer. Susan draws 3 cards in succession from a pack of 52 cards. What is the probability that they are all hearts if 3 cards are drawn without replacement? So again, we're not going to replace it and we want all 3 cards to be hearts. And as I said before, guys, hearts is 1 out of the 4 shapes. So hearts is a quarter of the 52 cards. So there are exactly 13 hearts in a pack. Because it's not going to be any replacement, it's simply going to be 13 out of 52 times 1 less on top and bottom, so 12 out of 51 times 11 out of 50. So I hope I don't have to explain why. You see why, because I'm having 1 less card to choose from, so I'll have 1 less each time on the denominator, and I'll have 1 less heart, so I'll keep having 1 subtracted from the numerator. and you calculate it to get that. Okay, just use your calculator. And that's it, guys.